Video. Now in today's video I got an in-depth tutorial explaining how to finish and how to statistically increase your chance in front of goals so you hit the post less times and you score more goals. This is important, it's different from another tutorial because I'm going to go through what EA tell us and what stats they give us and how we can use that in our favor to increase the percentage of us scoring our goals from the least amount of shots. How to explain what angles are the most effective. You know, some angles where the finishing stat does not matter one bit, some places you can shoot from, and the finishing stat is completely redundant. I'll go over that as well. What shot styles are most effective? That comes in with traits and stats. And especially during team of the season now, a lot of things have changed. Some players are good at finishing, they've got good stats, but they still miss the chances. Why is that? We're going to go over that as well. If you do enjoy this content and you want to see more in-depth content like this, feel free to subscribe. It's completely free. And don't forget to turn notification bells on because YouTube sometimes doesn't deliver all the videos to the sub box. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now finishing, something that we all want to improve, myself included, and sometimes we'll have an open goal and it'll just miss. Why does it miss? We're going to go through it and how to stop that from happening, or how to basically decrease that from happening and increase your chances for a goal. The first thing maybe you don't know is EA released a patch, I think it is title update number 5. Now I know many of you guys are not going to read this, so I know, so I'm here, don't worry, I'll explain to you long story short what this means. So finishing has changed from different FIFA titles. Basically what's happened is what they said, this is what EA have said by the way. Anywhere in this box, which is basically 55 feet or less towards goal, the only stat, well in theory, between long shots and finishing, obviously shot power and composure have an impact, but just comparing finishing and long shots, inside the box, the only stat that matters is finishing. The higher the finishing you have, the more likely the shot is to go in. That's why even if you have, for example, someone like Tony Cruz hasn't got the best of finishing, but has got good long shots, it doesn't mean anything. Because if you're inside the box, if you've got 99 long shots, it's completely redundant. It doesn't mean anything. The most important thing is finishing. If you have 99 finishing and 1 long shot, you have the same chance of scoring as someone else who had 99 long shots and 99 finishing. Stat is important. So when you're picking a player, someone who's a striker, make sure they've got just solely good finishing, in my opinion. What they also tell us is from 65 feet and below, which is basically 65 feet below towards the goal, the long shot stat matters. So if you take a shot from here and you have 99 finishing, it makes no sense. So people have like Jamie Vardy in their team. Jamie Vardy hasn't got the best of long shots. He won't do well because last year in FIFA 19 with the finesse shots, it was a different story. But this year, long shots only matter outside the box. So that's why it's really, really important when you're looking for a cam, he's got a good long shot. Someone like, you know, Cruz is very good to play in cam, for example, because he's got good long shots. But the finishing is not that important because he very rarely gets inside the box. He's always outside the box. Now what happens between? So between this region is kind of like the half and half. They take a weighted average of both finishing and long shots. So let's just assume the middle point, the exact distance between 65 feet and 55 feet, the exact middle point. They take the exact weighted average. So for example, if you have 50 long shots and 75 finishing, they'll take a weighted average. Now, obviously, as you go closer to 55 feet or you go closer to that the box itself, essentially what happens is it takes more of a weighted average of finishing. They don't tell us how they work that out mathematically speaking, but we know there's a higher weighted average of finishing and it makes more sense. Same with long shots. The further you go out, long shots takes a difference. So what we know basically, long story short, is finishing is the most important inside the box. Outside the box is long shots, and in between is both finishing and long shot or weighted average. Mix of both. But the point is, so why did sometimes inside the box you miss a lot of shots? Well, there's 3 things. There's also a type of shot. Now, in my opinion, from what I've kind of worked out from playing this game for a long time, inside the box, I would only use a power shot. I would only use a power shot because for me, it's the best way of scoring. I'll go through some gameplay clips towards the end, but this is important you understand this. In my opinion, you should only finesse it from here. So if you're facing this way and you want to take a finesse shot, that is the only time you should ever use a finesse shot. Or if you add these specific angles away from goal and you're facing outwards. So imagine Messi, for example, over here. If Messi was over here and he's facing like this, this might be the only other angle to finesse shot inside the box. Apart from that, use a power shot. Even if you think statistically and you think logically, oh, you know what, a finesse shot here will be perfect. FIFA is not like real life. I know, it's crazy. Sometimes you might think, you know, oh, it's right to go across goal, but FIFA doesn't allow that. That's why the best thing you want to do is do a power shot inside the box at all times. Forget driven shots, just do a power shot. Now, the most important thing I'll tell you is if you're shooting, if you're anywhere in this region, in my opinion, in this region, this whole red region, you should always take a shot near post. So if you're for example over here, you should always take a shot on near post. Now, I know in real life football, you'll never take a near post shot there. It just doesn't make sense. The goalkeeper will always cover the angle. But in FIFA, it's not the same. In FIFA, if you take a shot near post, so if for example you're over here, let's say for example I'm on a stand over here. Now over here, the most logical thing to do is the goalkeeper would retreat back to over here. Will be to go across goal. But in FIFA, it's kind of like how Van Persie scored against Barcelona in 2011. The best way of scoring is going near post. Now, I don't know why, but it's just the way FIFA was made. So I would only do a finesse shot, as I said, here, or over here when you're facing 90 degree inwards. Apart from that, the rest of the angles, you should be doing near post shots in this region over here. Now, if you're facing head on goal, the key thing is you need to make the angle. Now, this is also very important. Now you know to do power shots, but the most important thing is angles. Never take a shot head on towards goal. You want to go forward and you want to either create an angle, a 45 degree angle, either to the near post or to the far post. Whichever one you want, that's completely up to you. This is why a 5-star weak foot is important, so you can switch at any second. But it's important you create a 45 degree angle. That is the most important thing. In my opinion, the difference between scoring all the time is creating this 45 degree angle there and shooting. For example, I'm going to go through, look, I'm going to create, look, the 45 degree angle there. I'm going to take a shot. You're going to see, even though this is skill games, most of the chances are going to go into the back of the net. When you create the 45 degree angle, it is honestly the sweet spot. Now, obviously with the right foot as well, it's the same thing. Now, it's stupid. That should have gone in by the way, but it's stupid. You know, why on earth does it work like that? I have no idea. If I'm with Messi, I'll take a touch like that, take the 45 degree angle and then take a shot. I'll always do it just to make sure, because if you don't and you take a head-on shot, most of the time, the goalkeeper will parry it away. Because when you take a shot head on, what happens is the goalkeeper, he acknowledges that the shot is coming towards you, but the game doesn't put the shot in a corner of the goal. It just basically goes either just roughly to the side of the goalkeeper, and that's why goalkeepers can save it. Same with finesse shots. If you do a finesse shot and you're facing head on, sometimes it goes in, like so, but most of the time there's not enough power behind it for it to go in. That's why I know it sounds crazy, but the best thing to do is take a 45 degree angle and then shoot the ball and it probably goes in. But the question is, well, why on earth does that mean that you hit the post? There's so many times you hit the post. Well, it's also to do with actual the stats itself. Now, in terms of stats, the most important thing is finishing. Finishing is the most important thing inside the box. Long shot's the most important thing outside the box. I'll explain that already. Shot power is also very important. The higher the shot power, the more likely the shot is going to go past the goalkeeper. Less likely is your opponent's gonna, less likely your opponent's goalkeeper is gonna save it. That's why players like Neymar, they're one of the best strikers in the game, but he needs a dead eye because his shot power is not that good. That's why R9 players like that are exceptionally good. But I'd rather have Neymar and striker as opposed to team of the season, Mahrez. Now why? Why would I have someone who's 99 or 98, 97 rated, whatever he is, as opposed to someone who's got 92 rated and got worse shooting? Well, it simply is the 5-star weak foot. This is the most important thing in finishing. But you see, any good player, let me give you an example, right? Here we have a situation where Messi's in front of goal. Now, because Messi is left-footed, he's got a 4-star weak foot, right? Now, what a good defender will do is they will overcommit on the left-hand side and force Messi on his right foot, just like you do in real life. So that's why you want a 5-star weak foot, so you can turn. This is why a lot of people struggle to score, because they're trying to shoot with someone who's got a 3-star weak foot or 4-star weak foot. No, like Messi on his right foot, he's not even good. He hasn't got a good shot. That's why you need to have someone who's got a 5-star weak foot. That way you increase his chances for a goal. That's why someone like Neymar with Deadeye is really good. Now, Deadeye is, in my opinion, the best for shooting. But composure is also important. Now, Sniper is also good, but gives you plus 15 finishing. But it also gives you plus 5 composure. Now, composure, what it means is basically the proximity of your player in comparison to the proximity of your opponent's players. Let me give you an example, right? Let's say, for example, like here. Even if you have 99 finishing, someone like Hugo Sanchez has got very good finishing, but has got bad composure, struggles to finish because of composure. Now, the closer your opponent is towards you, the higher the composure stat you need. Basically, composure just means that how well you can do in front of goal. But depending on the proximity of your opponent, the closer they are towards you, the higher your chance or the shot would basically fail. So you could have 99 finishing, 99 shot power, 99 everything. But if you got something like 70 composure, you take a shot and you're inside the box and you can't, let's say you create the angle perfectly and you take a shot, but you're a player pressing you, there is a high chance you can miss. So composure is extremely important. But the most important thing I look for, I'll be honest, I go with finishing, shot power, and composure. That's what I look for inside the box, and a 5-star weak foot. So players like Ben Yedder, players like Neymar, they work exceptionally well. We're going to go through some examples now. Okay, so you have an example. I'm going to let this play. Now, I'm also going, it's going to be like a watch and learn. So I'm going to pause it and let you have a brief second to think about what happened in the shot. So I'm going to play this. We get the ball here outside the box. Some nice L1 dribbling. We get the ball to Nedved. Now, Nedved, this is, I think, the base Nedved, not the middle one. Now, I take a touch inwards because he's got a 5-star weak foot. I can go either way, see? So now he has to go out on the outwards because he knows Nedved's got a 5-star weak foot. I turn inwards. I take a shot and I miss. Now, why did I miss? Ask yourself that. Now, the reason why I missed over here is because I never took a touch inwards. The key thing is I have to take a touch 45-degree angle. Remember what I said? I'm facing 90 degrees here. If I take a shot, yes, it should go in, but I'm decreasing my chance for scoring. If I wanted this shot to go in, what would have been the difference between this missing and me hitting the post and this going in is taking a touch inwards just like that, and it would have probably been a goal. Another situation, Mane. Get the ball, Mane, quick 1-2. Now here. Now, I'll be honest, at this point here, I'm facing head on towards goal. The goalkeeper's running out towards me. I need to create an angle. Now, I could take a touch upwards, but to ensure the angle, what I do is I do a fake shot upwards. I create the 45-degree angle, and even at an open goal, I still take a risk. Now, sometimes your player will still miss. It's part of the game, I know. I even hit the post so many times myself. It's frustrating. The game is broken. Don't think it's scripting. It's not that. The game is just coded very badly and the game is just broken. That's why you hit the post a lot of the times. We're going to go through another example over here. Here another situation. So we get the ball with Nedved. We pass the ball to Atal. Now what I want to do is I want to shoot here near post because that's statistically the highest chance of scoring here near post. The problem is, well, as you can see, his opponent, or should I say my opponent, is coming towards me and cutting off the angle there. Now, if that was someone like Messi, I would be in serious trouble because Messi has a 4-star weak foot. But Atal, thankfully, Atal has a 5-star weak foot. That means I can turn on my right foot. So there I create the 45-degree angle. But you see, he also moves his goalkeeper. You see that? So what I do is I turn back outwards again and I create the 45-degree angle and I shoot. Now this is what you're going to see at a high tier level. I'm not expecting you to do this, but this is what happens. So here, a through ball gets played. Atal. Now Atal, the most thing to do is take a near post shot. He knows that, so he covers the angle straight away. So I turn inwards. Because I've got a 5-star weak foot, I can afford to take a shot with this angle. But again, I didn't want to take the shot because he moved the goalkeeper. Which you can see him, he moved the goalkeeper along. So what I do is I turn back outwards again, create a 45-degree angle, and I scored. But again, the most important thing was that touch upwards. The touch upwards, and then I took a shot. But if you want to see more videos like this, I got more in-depth advanced tutorials. Make sure to check my Patreon. Link will be in the description. You can see more in-depth tutorials like this, explaining you how to play, how to score, and going over gameplay analysis like this. But the situation you might find yourself in a lot. I get the ball over here with Atal. Now his box is very packed out. He was an extremely good defender, and I get the ball with Neymar. Now I'm waiting to create a chance, but you see Neymar, he's got a 5-star weak foot. That means I want to put my own opponent on the edge. Now how you get to the box, completely up to you. I prefer to use some left stick dribbling, but what I do is once I get the angle over here, the key thing is I made the 45-degree angle. You see that? Once I got the guaranteed shot angle over here, I didn't shoot head on like that. I made sure I took a touch, created the 45-degree angle towards goal, then I took a shot, and then I scored. That is just one example. Here, one final example, a typical way I'll score my goal. Get the ball with a ram, do a quick 1-2, wait, play a through ball, run down the wing. Now running down the wing, there's no good options. You normally cut inside. I go all the way back, and I pass the ball somewhere edge of the box. Now again, Atal, he's got a 5-star weak foot. So my opponent defends against Atal, he doesn't know which way he's going. So watch, I can bun and weave, twist and turn. Once I create the angle over here, this angle is well, it's actually not a bad angle to shoot. The problem is it's not really 45 degrees, it's more head on, and more importantly, there's a player near me. That means my composure is going to get affected. So what I do here very simply is I turn outwards, turn back inwards again, and again, once I create that 45-degree angle over there, then I take a shot and then it goes in. The most important thing here is a 45-degree angle and a near post shot. Once you create those angles, you're going to be banging in goals like no tomorrow. And here's just one final example. One of my favorite goal scores. When I get the ball outside the box, I let my opponent commit towards me. Let him come towards me, let him open a space, bait him. And again, when I get the ball over here with Mane, the first thing I'm thinking of, okay, I need to create space. Now, I'll be honest, because Mane is right-footed, he should have basically overcommitted on Mane's left hand or on Mane's right-hand side or right foot. And on his left-hand side, he doesn't. Once I create that 45-degree angle and I take a shot, all you got to do from left on this video is create the 45-degree angle, get high finishing inside the box, high composure, high shot power. Someone like Neymar with Deadeye is probably one of the best strikers. create the angle, take a shot, and most of the times it's going to be a goal. Sometimes you'll miss. Don't think the game's against you. Just the game just doesn't work sometimes. I agree with that. There's some shots we shouldn't miss, but they still do. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is how you increase your chance in front of goal. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy and I'll catch you next time. Peace out, boys.